I have a letter to read for the listeners, and I read it last night, and I want you to know Uncle Tommy teared up a little bit. It is one of the sweetest things I've ever read. And Mr. Mordal, you're going to like this too. Okay. Well, everybody's going to like it. You ready?
Yeah.
Dear Tom and Dave, this letter is long overdue, but there was a part of me that wanted to wait to make sure I stayed on the right track. This comes to you from my heart. I've been listening to your morning show for years. I'm sure people in the past have told you what an impact you make on people, but that's an understatement for what you both did for me. Throughout life, bad things happen to everyone. Unfortunately, I chose wine to numb me from feeling things that I couldn't take any longer. What, did I write this letter? Thank you very much. Unfortunately, I chose wine to numb me from feeling things I couldn't take any longer. It reached a point where it was interfering with my health, my job, my family. It got so bad I almost died. The worst part was the shame I brought to my kids at such impressionable ages and the things I missed out on that I will never get back. Now it makes me sick to think about it. A few years ago, I was making my commute to work each day. You kept talking about addiction. At first, I just ignored it or actually turned down the volume because I didn't want to face reality. But in my mind, I just kept hearing you both say, you cannot do this on your own. It was strange to me that throughout all the years I've listened, the 1 year when I was hitting rock bottom, you talked about it a lot. So much I clung to your every word. I started to not feel so alone. I could go on and on. Yes, I am a female. Oh, that's very, see, now that's good, Linda. But long story short, after getting the help I needed, I've now been sober for 3 years. My life has completely changed, and it was your words that started me on my journey for recovery. I have never been closer to my children, my husband. My daughter got married last August. I was there with her throughout the whole journey. My son, who just turned 21, started an educational nonprofit company to help kids in school districts that are struggling. And helping him gives me much strength to know. I will be making a difference now in people's lives as you did in mine. How to even thank you goes far beyond words. Just know that you really made a difference in my life, and for that I will be eternally grateful. Isn't that one of the sweetest things you've ever heard in your life? Mordal can't even talk. Ha ha. Mordal can't talk. That's good, man. I felt the same way. Same thing happened to me last night. I was choking up last night reading this. Look, you know what an honor it is for people to listen to us and actually give a rat's ass what we think about something. One thing that we do on the show that I'm very proud of is we do talk about our own situation. Dave, for almost, maybe it is a quarter of a century now. Me, it's in my 7th year. What I like, though, is that we don't judge other people. If you drink, good for you. Yep. As long as you can handle it, I'm happy for you. Drink whatever you drink, beer, wine, bourbon, whatever the hell you drink. That's good. As long as you keep it under control and you're not hurting anybody else with it. We're not going to criticize anybody for drinking. But we're also not going to cover up the fact that without Health Recovery Center for me and Dave going to prison for several years.
Yes.
No, that's not true. But I just thought it was incredibly sweet and very touching, and it's a very human thing that makes me want to do this job for the rest of my life. So thanks for torturing me with that. But, but it is.
Oh, yeah, I'm actually crying like I smelled John's shoes. My eyes.
Same thing happened to me last night, Dave. I read this last night, so I've already had to go around. But I did last night what you're doing right now. It's so incredibly human and touching. People really do love one another. I don't care what the news media says that everybody hates. We don't all hate one another. There's nothing, it's all touchy-feely. No, it's human. It's a human thing. I could not be happier. I cannot thank you enough for sending that letter. It's incredibly touching, and I honest to God, the exact same thing happened to me last night. I was talking to Scott Jameson about it. And I said, I started tearing up, man. It's so human and so sweet, and what an honor to have you as a listener. But that's to all of you.